How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Whiskier. We are at Cannata's today. Let's go bourbon hunting. All right, y'all, so we are here at Cannata's. We just got done talking to a subscriber. Didn't want to be on camera, but shout out to Alan, man. He told us to come down here, and just so happened we ran into each other. Was not planned, but if you look, I mean, there's stuff everywhere. And we're gonna actually start off by showing you some of their picks. So I'm gonna take you to the table where all their picks are and some great products. We'll see you there. All right, guys, so starting off, got a Knob Creek single barrel for a $57.99, 100 proof again. A regular Elijah Craig 8-year. This is their lower proof edition for 32 bucks. That's a great mixer, probably. We got to try some picks right before we started too, and I'm gonna talk about the ones that we got to taste, but we didn't get to try any of the ones I've talked about so far, but $70 for the Woodinville, $75 for Old Soul. Really wanted to try it, but they didn't have one open, but you guys know, I love Old Soul picks, it's great. Some Stellum Rye, an Elijah Craig private barrel. This is a 10-year-old barrel, and then they have an 8. It doesn't look like they have much left, but for $84, 10-year-old, it's probably really good. Some of the Elijah Craigs that get up there are great. The Legend of French Lick, huh? Some Larry Bird on the back, Lee Sinclair. Yeah, I haven't never really heard of this bottle before, but for $55, yeah, it's great. And they put a little cool tater sticker on the back, 55 bucks. He said it's worth trying, it's good. Tumbling Dice, love Tumbling Dice, and we just tried this. This one's wild, huh? Unique. Dude, so unique. It's like a sweet tart, like kind of that tart candy. It was good, sugary, but on the back here, the price is right, 2.0. Tumbling Dice, single barrel, 113 proof, so that's a cool little homage and a great tater sticker. I love a good tater sticker. $59.99. Barrel bourbon, single barrel, 100 bucks. Heard great things about it. We talked to a few people that were passing by and said that one's actually really good. I did just recently try, or I say we just now tried this Maker's Mark, $72.99 for this, and they call it the 3 Maker Tiers. Love that sticker again. They got some good stickers in the store. Highly recommend this one. Definitely tastes like a 3, it's chocolatey, it's sweet, a lot of sugar notes on it. Love this Maker's. You got some Heaven's Door single barrel. How about some Keeper's Heart? The Heart Release, how about that? They got a few of those here. Again, these are popping up like everywhere here in Louisiana. Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. This one comes in $65. I'm telling you, the fact that you can get not only a barrel proof rye, because these are hard to find in general, but picks of these is crazy, and they have a lot of it. Come down here. You got here, a few other stores around the area that are selling these. Buy them. They're great. They're fantastic. This is actually my favorite pick that we just tasted. The Wilderness Trail. I have a rye pick at home that I absolutely love. So this is a 4-year, 7-month, and they're very, very open about everything in here. So level 4 char, tells you the rick house, your yeast strain that they're using. So very open brand, but they're making some of my favorite whiskey. And I've talked about that before in a lot of our live streams, but this is a phenomenal bottle. This pick in particular, I should say. Your regular Jack Daniel's single barrel proof as well, $64.99, and then some Clyde Mays. I love this label. Isn't that a nice bottle? It's gonna be good, you know, keep it on the shelf, something to look at, obviously drink. Some good MGP whiskey coming from Clyde Mays, 50 bucks. And then right behind me, look at this. A full barrel full of their JT Mellick pick, $59.99. I would argue for $60, man, this is some of my favorite whiskey that's a pick. Their picks are phenomenal over at JT Mellick. And this one in particular is coming in at 122 proof, bottle number 56. You can even come down here and probably pick what number you want if you're that particular about your bottles. All right, now we're gonna show you the rest of the shelf. There's a ton to talk about here. Barrels on barrels on barrels, bottles on bottles. All right, starting out, you got your New Riff selection up there. Great stuff. I love the single barrels. They're phenomenal, especially when you can get a store pick of it. I really enjoy that. You got some Uncle Nearest Nelson, bro. Like, there's a lot that I feel like we pass up sometimes that I don't know about. Is it something you tried? Would you recommend? Something like this right here. The Greenbrier Tennessee Handmade Sour Mash. Like, there's a lot going on in this label, but for 30 bucks, something that's not breaking the bank. If you've tried it, is it something that's worth it to you? What would you recommend? Yeah, this is what you like right here, the Rabbit Hole Derringer, $83.99.
It's unique too.
Unique stuff, good stuff. I haven't had that one. I've had some of their regular lineup, but not that one in particular. Pikesville Rye again, right next to some Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond for $50. And I'm probably gonna miss stuff in this store. I can't even lie to you guys. Call me out for it, but there's so much to talk about here. Some Redwood Empire Cask Stream. This one in particular, the Pipe Dream, is actually the one that is my favorite. For 80 bucks, it's good, man. It's hard to beat. It's some good stuff. You got Maker's Mark cask strength. Again, this is probably their private select. Yep, the 3 maker tiers here. $72.99 for this bottle. Coming down again, here you go. They're everywhere in Louisiana. Your Sazerac Rye store picks. I just find that incredible for, what is the price?
$22.99.
$22.99 for a single barrel pick? That's incredible. Ooh, look at this right here. Some Rye 3. This is the A-Blend cask strength toasted barrel finish. Oh, and they have a 16-year. I didn't know that at all. Light whiskey. Come on. Is this an American light whiskey? Is this what this is? Exclusively bottled for Mystic Wine. $99. I'm either gonna kick myself in the butt or hopefully someone in here says, no, good pass. I don't know, but let me know. Because I love American light whiskey, and if that's what this is at $100, I might be upset leaving that. 2-bar. Wine barrel finish, $41.99. Comes in at 90 proof. I have no idea what this is, but if you do, what do you think? So, Proof and Wood cross-border jackpot. I like the label of this. I've never even heard of this. 107 proof, Bardstown, Kentucky. Bottled by Proof and Wood Ventures, Bardstown, Kentucky. So they might not be sourcing. I'm not really sure what's going on with this, but $65. It's a cool label. Right next to the Ben Holiday, of course, the lineup of Ben Holiday they have here, and then some Bywater bourbon, $44.99 for Bywater. Love that stuff. Coming up top, we have some Penelope Rosé, $50. You got your barrel strength. This is crazy, man. The toasted rye, so good, $70. And then the Architect 64, JT Mellick, small batch, and your high proof small batch, $56.99. Phenomenal. You guys know that already. I love it. Surrounded by Jack Daniels. You got the rye, you got the regular Tennessee whiskey. There's, like I said, bottles on bottles, barrels on barrels, and we're gonna talk about the stuff that's behind you right now. Elijah Craig Toasted 54 right next to Knob Creek 12. They got plenty of it for $65, and I know a lot of people love it. It's just not for me, but I know you probably enjoy it if you're watching. Majority of people watching probably love it. You got Elijah Craig Toasted Rye, bottled in bond, $17.92, right next to their full proof. Again, just more makers. It's the same pick, the 3 maker tiers. Old Granddad for $27. Yo, this is one. Have y'all heard of this before? Knob Creek 10-year-old rye, $65. I've only seen the Knob Creek 9-year rye. I never knew they made a 10-year. Or is that new, or is that old, rare? I don't know. Coming down here, some Evan Williams single barrel, $35. Incredible price for that. I love that for sure. Of course, you got the Buffalo Trace, pretty much all the Buffalo Trace you need. Again, they have 750s and liters. So $25.99 for the 750, $29.99 for the liter. An Angel's Envy pick for $94. Normally you see them about $99, so a little bit of a price cut on that. I love to see it. You got some RD1 here, RD1 Maple, RD1 Ambarana, and then obviously the standard RD1 straight bourbon whiskey. This actually, no, this is the French Oak. So 65, 72, 69. If I had to recommend one out of these, if you're chasing that Penelope Rio, or you really like the Ambarana finishes if you had them, I would go with their Ambarana. It's phenomenal for $72. It tastes a lot like the Penelope Rio. It's just not as sweet, and you get a little bit more of that cinnamon kick on this one. It's great. This is glass. I wish we could take that home. That would be great. All right, guys, so down here, Peerless Double Oaked Rye for $124.99. You got some Joseph Magnus, Garrison Brothers. You know what? Nulu finishing Ambarana, $94.99. That's another one. If you're looking for that Penelope Ambarana, it's a good alternative if you can't find it. It's around the same price point too, $95. This is one I've never seen before or heard about. Remus Babe Ruth Reserve. What makes it Babe Ruth? What about it is Babe Ruth? Is it just an homage to him? I don't know. $179. This Bardstown Amberut is one of the best whiskeys I've had recently. I think I had this a couple months ago. We were doing a barrel pick, helping out the Insane Corn Posse over in Colorado, and the guy that was in charge of it had that bottle, loved it. You have a Disco 11, you have one left for $140. Discover 11 Bardstown, that's the one that people go nuts about. K. Luke, of course. I really want to try a bottle of K. Luke. I just don't know which one to try yet. Actually, we did taste recently this silver label, and it was phenomenal, but the store didn't have any more to sell. And I don't know if it's this batch or not, but if you guys enjoy K. Luke, which one would you recommend that we grab off the shelf? Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/whiskier. That's how you get our channel picks. We pick great bottles of bourbon, in my opinion, and whiskey for everyone involved with Patreon. We have a private group chat. It's a great time. Also, check it out. We're doing an infinity barrel where we're gonna dump bottles in, just let it age, get samples from it, let people try it. So if you're interested in sending in a bottle, just shoot me a message, and we'll see you in the next video.